Now to Ethiopia, where many people continue to eat raw meat at family and festive occasions despite health risks. More on that from reporter Marthe van der Wolf in Addis Ababa.
While most people are thought that eating raw meat is not good for you, it is considered a festive meal in Ethiopia. Whenever there is something to celebrate, like a wedding or the end of one of the many fasting weeks for the large Orthodox community, raw meat is eaten in large quantities.
To foreigners, it might sound weird that we are eating raw meat, but it's similar as eating sushi.
What makes the meat so delicious is the blood. When you cook the meat, you lose that flavor. That's why I like my meat raw.
The story goes that eating raw meat started during times of war. Fighters hiding in the mountains would have exposed themselves by making fire and thus had to eat their meat raw. Temesgen Yilma is the owner of Yilma Restaurant, one of the most famous raw meat restaurants in Addis Ababa. He eats raw meat almost every day and claims that neither he nor his customers have gotten sick from eating it.
Today we are the only butchery in the country having our own animal transporting trucks and meat transporting vehicles, and our meat is always inspected by the Ministry of Agriculture. It's free of any tapeworm or any other thing. It's always inspected and it's always healthy.
The meat is delivered late at night or early in the morning to one of the hundreds of raw meat establishments in the city. The delivery time is important to ensure the freshness of the meat and thus to prevent customers from falling ill. But despite these precautions, eating raw meat still poses the risk of several types of infections. Akaze Teame is the medical director at the American Medical Center. He says that eating raw meat is not recommended.
You will also be at risk of non-communicable diseases such as stroke and heart disease, because as you've witnessed, most people when they consume this raw meat, they actually like it white with a lot of fat on it. So that puts the person at a much increased risk for heart disease and stroke as well.
Whatever the health risk, for many Ethiopians, raw meat remains one of the most popular dishes. And to prevent tapeworms, the most common and well-known consequence of eating raw meat, any meat lover can just walk to the pharmacy and buy pills without a prescription. Marthe van der Wolf voor VOA News, Addis Ababa.